Well, here we are again in the halls of heavy metal history for this segment, which is this week in the halls of heavy metal history. A look back at hard rock and heavy metal news over the years. We start with sort of a somber note, sad note. The Who, in 1979, did a concert in Cincinnati where there was a stampede. And some people got crushed, a lot of people got hurt, and 11 rock fans died. I think this is due to what they used to call festival seating. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right terminology, but it's when you don't have necessarily a seat assignment. You're not sitting in like row 7, seat 21, or row A, seat 9, or whatever. You just stand wherever you can stand. General admission. That's what it was called? There's my producer again. General admission. That's what it was called when it was basically first come, first serve to a concert, and everybody would try to rush to get up to the front to see, to have the best vantage point. Boy, he really wants to get in the show today, doesn't he? All right. General admission. So yeah. All right. So that's the terrible thing that happened, and the good part. The upside of the situation, the silver lining or whatever, the good thing that came of it was that a lot of people, I don't know if they completely stopped it, but a lot of people stopped having those kind of shows at their coliseums and theaters and stadiums. They wouldn't have the general admission. They had the seat assignments, so everybody had a place to be, and there wasn't this first come, first serve kind of attitude to get up there. Today in heavy metal history, 1986, Judas Priest was sued for a double suicide. A couple teenagers were listening to some Judas Priest records, and then they committed suicide. So the parents tried to say that it was because of Judas Priest that these kids did this thing, and they were sued for this over a song on an album called Stained Glass. And it was in 1986 that it happened, and they didn't get result to it or go to trial until like 1990. It's absolutely ridiculous how long it took for that to get to trial, but Judas Priest was acquitted because obviously they did not have any subliminal messages or anything in their music. The people tried to say that they had secret messages that said do it, shoot yourself, or some shit like that. It's all bullshit. So yeah, that's a bunch of shit. But right now we want to take some time and talk about Justin Hawking. I think that's his name, right? Justin Hawken. The lead singer of The Darkness is Justin Hawkins. Well, he was detained at an airport because he had the same name and resembled a guy who had just committed a murder and was on the run, and they were trying to find him. And they thought, yep, this is the guy, Justin Hawkins. He looks like him. So they detained him, and it took like his tour manager and his girlfriend at the time to convinced the people who were holding him that he was the lead singer of this group, The Darkness. Just had the same name. He wasn't even in the country when the murder happened. I think it was he was detained at a airport in the U.S. and they proved that he was in London doing a show on the night of the murder. So that's kind of weird and just kind of unfortunate for good old Justin Hawkins.
You in my
This week in heavy metal history, the halls of heavy metal history, in 2014, AC/DC's drummer Phil Rudd was arrested for possession of drugs and attempt at hiring somebody to murder somebody. He was trying to procure some hitmen to take care of some people, two gentlemen that he didn't care for. So he was arrested on this day, and even though he's a great drummer and a solid drummer, I think that if he was doing that it's probably better that he was arrested. On this day in heavy metal history, in the halls of heavy metal history, I keep forgetting to say halls, it's Ozzy Osbourne's birthday.
The sun, the moon, the stars.
More birthdays on this week in the halls of heavy metal history. Nate Mendel, bass player for the Foo Fighters, birthday is today.
Visiting is pretty, visiting is good. Seems that all they ever wanted was a brother. This could be a secret, we can keep it good. But all they ever wanted had a brother. This is a call to all my past resignation. This is a call to all. Fingernails are pretty, fingernails are good. Seems that all they ever wanted was a market. Their balloons are pretty, big and say they should. Ever fall on the ground, call a magic marker. This is a call to all my past resignation. This is a call to all. This is a call to all my past resignation. It's been too long. Medicine is pretty, medicine is good. Even Mollis tend to water. Ritalin is easy, Ritalin is good. Another one, water down the donor. This is a call to all my past resignation. This is a call to all. This is a call to all my past resignation. It's been too long. Fingernails are pretty, fingernails are good. Seems that all they ever wanted was a market. Their balloons are pretty, big and say they should. Ever fall on the ground, call a magic marker. This is a call to all my past resignation. This is a call to all. This is a call to all my past resignation. It's been too long.
All right, so last but not least here, after we get done with all the news for the day or the week in the halls of heavy metal history, we like to take care of a request for the week. So I got one right here. This is from Kenny in San Diego, and he wants to hear Humans Beings by Van Halen from the Twister soundtrack. Said he was flipping channels the other day, and he saw Twister and forgot that Eddie Van Halen did a awesome, beautiful, wonderful soundtrack, instrumental guitar stuff for that movie, for the score, and that also Humans Beings was in it, and a song on the soundtrack for the movie. So that sounds good to me. A little Van Hagar to finish off the show. I prefer, of course, David Lee Roth, but this is a pretty rockin' tune, so we'll go out on this right here. Humans Beings from the Twister soundtrack. Next week, We're going to have top 20 metal albums according to the House of Metal here on Freezknotable. We'll do number 20 through 15. And we might have a special guest, too. Hopefully, I don't know about that yet. I'm going to have to talk to Jeremy. We'll see you next week. Get back to work. God damn it. God damn it.